Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is your speaking test. So may I know your full name, please?
My name is Jaspreet Kaur. You can call me by my first name, Jaspreet.
Okay, where do you come from?
I hail from Maiwal, which is near Banai.
What subjects are you studying?
I recently completed my senior secondary education with art stream.
Why did you choose to study those subjects?
I am madly interested towards art stream. That being the reason I select these.
Do you like your subjects?
Of course, I love these subjects.
Is it very interesting?
I would be lying if I say no. This is largely because all my subjects are too much interesting because I can know various kind of things about my planet Earth.
Are you looking forward to working?
To be honest, I tried to find out a work in order to maintain my financial crisis.
Okay, do you like to live in a house or a flat?
I would like to live in a flat because nowadays the rate of a housing is too much expensive.
Please describe your dream house.
If I get a chance to build my own house, then I give preference to build three rooms with attached bathroom, a lobby, kitchen, and so on.
What you will do to your room to make it look nice?
I did various kind of things for my room to look it a lot beautiful. Like I painted all the walls with white and pink touch. Apart from this, I also give preference to make a lot of things with the help of wallpapers.
Do you often fix things?
To be honest, I fix a lot of things because I am not able to purchase new products.
Did you learn to fix things when you were younger?
When I was in my growing up days, at that time I had no such experience for this kind of work.
What do you do when one thing is broken and cannot be fixed?
If I tried firstly to fix it, if it doesn't fix by my own, then I give preference to take consult from an expert who can easily repair it.
Do you write a lot?
To be honest, I am a student and that being the reason I write a lot.
What do you like to write?
There are plenty of things that I write like essays, topics, and sometimes I give preference to write poems.
Do you think the things you write would change?
I do not think these things can be changed because my taste is same.
Is there anything that has made you feel happy lately?
There are plenty of things in my life that give happiness me lately due to various kind of reasons.
What made you happy when you were little?
When I was in my childhood period, there are plenty of things that made me happy. Just like whenever I get a candy from my uncle or auntie, and there are other things also.
What do you think will make you feel happy in the future?
Future is unpredictable. To be honest, there are plenty of things can be which makes me happy.
When do you feel happy at work?
If I am on work at that time, if I get a high package of salary, that thing make me a lot of happiness.
Do you feel happy when buying new things?
Of course, it's like a person who is in a candy shop.
Do you think people are happy when buying new things?
Definitely, they are happy when they buy new things.
What snacks do you like to eat?
India, there are plenty of snacks available. To be honest, youngsters like cakes and other things, but all the other people like different kind of things.
Did you often eat snacks when you were young?
When I was young, at that time, I used mainly eat snacks, and I remember that biscuits is one of them.
When do you usually eat snacks now?
In evening time, I give preference to eat snacks.
Do you think it is healthy for you to eat snacks?
I do not think so. It's too much healthy for me, but it makes me too much hunger also.
What technology do you often use, computers or cell phones?
To be honest, due to the advancement of technology, I use both computers, my cell phone, and there are other things also.
What electronic devices have you bought lately?
Recently, I bought cell phone with the help of my cousin brother.
Is there any technology you want to buy?
I would like to buy a dishwasher because it is indispensable for me to wash my dishes in a quickest way.
Is technology important in your life?
I would be lie because there are plenty of things that totally rely on the technological gadgets.
Is there any technology that you do not like?
I do not think so. There are any kind of technology that I do not like.
How often do you look at yourself in the mirror every day?
Whenever I get a chance, then I definitely give preference to look myself in the front of mirror.
Have you ever bought mirrors?
I have no idea how to purchase a mirror, so I give preference to take my mother with myself whenever I have to purchase a mirror.
Would you use mirrors to decorate rooms?
Of course, in my home there are plenty of mirrors available in every room.
Do you check yourself when you decide to buy a mirror?
If, as I earlier told you, I am not specific details regarding mirrors, so I give preference it with my mother.
Do you have a talent or something you are good at?
I remember that from my childhood period, I have a talent of dance.
Was it mastered recently or when you were young?
When I was in my childhood period, at that time just start my dancing classes with the help of Paul sir, and now I become too much proficient in this field.
Have you ever seen some old buildings in the city?
There in area where I live, there are plenty of buildings available, and I know about various kind of things.
Do you think we should preserve old buildings in cities?
We have to preserve these kind of buildings because they have a cultural tradition.
Do you prefer living in an old building or a modern house?
I would be like if I live in a old and traditional building, because in these kind of buildings I am not able to survive with the latest technology.
Do you like watching sports programs on television?
Of course, I like to watch sports program in television. There are plenty of sports program available, and I give preference it with my cousin brother.
Who do you like to watch sports games with?
My cousin brother and me have a mad keen interest towards volleyball, and that being the reason we have a strong bonding also.
What kind of games do you expect to watch in the future?
In the future, I would like to watch hockey because I am not too much attracted with this.
In what conditions would you use a computer?
There are plenty of conditions when I have to use computer, like whenever I complete my pending assignment. Apart from this, talking with my friends and relatives, and there is some time whenever I have to take some entertainment.
When was the first time you used a computer?
When I was in my 6th standard, at that time my school teacher gave me a presentation that I have to prepare with the help of computer.
What would your life be like without computers?
I feel cut from the world because there are too much dependency on technological gadgets by myself.
In what conditions would it be difficult for you to use a computer?
When there was no electricity, it is too much difficult for me to use a computer.
What kind of things are boring to you?
The thing that gave me boring is that the thing that I did in a continuous way.
What do you do when you feel bored?
To be honest, I listen music because it provides me melodious continuity.
What was the most boring thing you did when you were young?
When I was in my growing up days, at that time there are plenty of boring things I did, and I remember that all these things are too much boring for me.
Do you think school is boring?
No, I don't think so. Schools are boring because there are plenty of things that students learn.
Do you like the morning or evening?
I like morning as well as evening because own of these have a specific meaning.
What do you usually do in the evening?
In the evening time, I take a walk with my uncle along with my pet because we have a lot of time at that period.
What did you do in the evening when you were little?
When I was in my growing up days, at that time I only played with my friends.
Are there any differences between what you do in the evening now and what you did in the past?
As I earlier told you, I give preference to take a walk with my uncle along with my pet. Apart from this, if I talk about my earlier time period, then at that time I give preference only to play.
Okay, so your cue card is describe a sports program you like to watch. You have 1 minute for the preparation, then you have to speak for 2 minutes. Start.
In this comfortable world, there are plenty of sports activities individuals give preference to watch or either play. Apart from this, I am also a person who like to watch as well as play various kind of sports activity. Today I would like to talk about volleyball. It is a renowned activity among individuals of my nation as well as on the worldwide phenomenon. I remember that it was a game between two teams among the six members each. In this game, there was a ball which individuals have to pass through the other team with the help of their hand, neither any hand loose nor any leg. I give preference to watch this game till my childhood period with my cousin brother who have also a great interest toward this as we all have a mad keen interest. I remember that it provides a lot of benefits when we watch it. To be honest, it boosts the stamina, the productivity of a person a lot because due to this, individuals can also burn their calories, which is a burning issue nowadays among individuals, mostly in the youngsters, because they adopt the sedentary lifestyle in which they do not involve in any kind of physical activities or any kind of things which they do any kind of exercise. I remember that Canada and the United States of America give preference to play volleyball a lot because in this contemporary world they have to be stay fit rather than giving preference to be obesity. I remember that the eye-hand combination is also the one of the major reason behind my preference towards volleyball because due to the help of this I can also write a lot with the help of
Okay,
playing
stop.
volleyball.
What sports are popular in India?
If I talk about my country, then there are plenty of sports activities available like cricket, hockey, and so on.
Why do children need sports?
I think children need sports because provide a lending hand towards their holistic development.
How can parents develop an interest in sports among children?
Parents can encourage their children's interest towards these sports activities by performing various kind of activities in front of them and told them to join their sports activities in regular basis.
What are the benefits of exercise?
To be honest, there are plenty of benefits. If I talk about the exercise, there are the first and the main thing is that individuals can not only mentally but also physically fit body and they can also be sharp their memory.
What's the difference between watching sports on television and watching it live?
If I talk about watching live, then it provides a lot magnificent way because we can not only examine the live show of the match, but also we can stay in a fan follows area where we can know everything deeply. Apart from this, if I talk about the television show, then I can say that it is too much cheaper than the live show, and individuals can also replay the angles as well as the video.